Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is on the verge of embarrassing his nation. The embattled and unpopular Prime Minister has made a flurry of what appeared to be unsubstantiated accusations against India in a highly visible press conference, justifying his decision to undermine a relationship that has been very consequential for both countries.
I know this place is where I am.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics. Hey gang, what's up? Just Aaron right here, Canadian Looney. What kind of trouble is Trudeau getting us into? It would seem a lot of people in India aren't very happy with Justin Trudeau and his politics. We're going to get back to what we saw in the intro. That's a really interesting editorial. It's from our friends at Channel 18 News. That's a network based in India. So you never know with the network, right? Do you trust the CBC? But it's a very interesting editorial piece. Before we get back to that, we're going to show some of the opinions that are held by people in India. Oh my goodness, let's take a look.
We have been telling Canada, saying, look, these are wanted criminals from India. You have given them visas. They have come, many of them, in false documentation. Given these kinds of extremism, separatism, advocates of violence, a certain legitimacy in the name of free speech. The Newton's law of politics will apply there also. On this particular report which has come, I also saw it yesterday night. I was coming to Odisha in the morning. Okay, I mean, somebody may have been arrested, their police may have done some investigation. But the fact is, number of gangland people, number of people with organized crime links from Punjab have been made welcome in Canada. We have been telling Canada, saying, look, these are wanted criminals from India. You have given them visas. They have come, many of them, in false documentation. And yet you allow them to live there. If you decide to import for political purposes people with very dubious, actually very negative background, there will be issues. They have, in some cases, created problems in their own country as a result of their own policies. No, why would we fear? I mean, if something happened there, it is for them to worry about. Our biggest problem right now is in Canada. Because in Canada, actually, today the party in power in Canada, other parties in Canada have given these kinds of extremism, separatism, advocates of violence a certain legitimacy in the name of free speech. See, when you tell them something, their answer is, no, we are a democracy, but it is free speech. But the point that they need to understand, this kind of, it's no longer a world which runs as a one-way street. That if there are things which happen out there, there will be pushback. The Newton's law of politics will apply there also. That there will be a reaction. Others will, take steps or counter it. When I see, for example, these kinds of attacks or threats to our embassies, because they concern me very deeply. And I tell the foreign minister, saying, suppose it happened to you. If it was your diplomat, your embassy, your flag, how would you react? So we have to keep our position.
Now we're going to cross over to this piece from Channel 18 News in India. This is a very interesting editorial. Do you agree with this gentleman's thoughts? Do you see that he has possibly valid arguments to make? I don't know. Does it pass a smell test?
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is on the verge of embarrassing his nation. The embattled and unpopular Prime Minister has made a flurry of what appeared to be unsubstantiated accusations against India in a highly visible press conference, justifying his decision to undermine a relationship that has been very consequential for both countries. Trudeau claimed India's allegedly dubious activities involve clandestine information gathering techniques. Basically, we were spying, coercive behavior, targeting South Asian Canadians, and involvement in over a dozen threatening and violent acts, including murder. This is unacceptable, he railed. in a press conference overnight, viewers, adding that India had committed a fundamental error by engaging in criminal activities in Canada. I mean, this is the kind of tripe that you hear from countries like Pakistan, viewers. Two-faced, terror-sponsoring nations. India has long denied Trudeau's accusations. On Monday, dismissed Canada's move on the inquiry and accused Trudeau of pursuing, quote, political agenda, unquote. In fact, each of Trudeau government's accusations appear to fail the smell test. I use these words with deliberation, appear to fail the smell test. The first charge, viewers, and I always bring you the hard facts so that you can separate the wheat from the chaff. You can get closer to the truth. The charge is Canada fully respects the sovereignty and territorial integrity of India, but the Indian government is not reciprocating. That's what Trudeau and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, has said. But what is the fact? If you check it, viewers, you find out that RCMP Assistant Commissioner Bridget Gauvin inadvertently admits the presence of pro-Khalistani elements on Canadian soil. So, viewers, a country that respects India's sovereignty, why would be harboring agents that are sworn to the division of India? That's not respect for a nation's territorial integrity. Here's another charge. The Canadians say there is a violent extremism threat in Canada that Canada and India have been working on over the years, unquote. These are the exact words. What does the fact check reveal? That since 2003, 21 years, India has sent 26 extradition requests to Canada, including one for Hardeep Singh Nijjar in 2022. All have been rejected. So, viewers, if there was a threat of violent extremism in Canada that both nations are somehow tackling over the years, by now we would have had some of these odious characters handed back to India. I mean, even the UAE, viewers, has handed us back Bishnoi's brother, Goldie Bra's brother rather. But Goldie Bra, Bishnoi's agent, left-hand man or partner in crime, is sitting in Canada. I mean, today the UAE is more reliable, viewers, in addressing the threat of violent extremism directed against India and respects India's mutual concerns than Canada. Here's another charge that has been made. We believe the Bishnoi group is connected to the agents of the government of India, unquote. Here's a fact check, viewers. Canada says India uses Lawrence Bishnoi for hit jobs, but forgets it harbors his partner in crime, Goldie Brar, and his associates. They're living there. And they all left India after they were charged by the police in Punjab, viewers. And they left there. They got there. They got citizenship there. They got the right to remain there after Justin Trudeau came to power. Here's another charge. FBI and RCMP sharing all information that is prosecutable. There's a fact check. When US intelligence has information about pending assassinations, it warns not only friends but also adversaries in advance, viewers. And there are several examples of this. Just look across the border in Pakistan. Several times Pakistan has been told. Even Iran has been warned in advance. Why wouldn't the Americans have warned in advance India, one of their closest allies? Here's another charge made by Canada. The use of organized crime by India to create a perception of an unsafe environment targeting South Asian community in Canada. Here's a fact check. Canadian intelligence report itself listed Khalistanis as one of the top 5 terror threats in the country, in their country, but later watered down their claims. Under pressure from whom? From MPs, members of parliament, of Trudeau's party. This is all on record, viewers. It is often said that patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel. And Trudeau, who is today a deeply unpopular leader on the verge of being booted out of office, is looking for a scapegoat to claw back some public goodwill. I don't know, viewers. But he looks to have found a scapegoat in India. I mean, can you believe it? Many analysts, opposition party leaders, and even some in Trudeau's party are saying that The Canadian Prime Minister has made a huge mistake in compromising Canada's long-term strategic interests by letting political compulsion dictate his government's approach to ties with an influential, responsible foreign power like India. What are these compulsions? Let's have a quick look. Lowest ever popularity ratings mar re-election prospects of that man. Trudeau lost a Toronto federal seat that his party had held for 30 years. Trudeau lost a crucial by-election in his party's Liberal stronghold in Montreal. Post-COVID-19, sky-high inflation in Canada, unaffordable housing, soaring crime rates, sagging public healthcare system. Khalistan apologist Canadian MP Jagmeet Singh's party, the NDP, withdraws support, leaving Trudeau's government flailing on the ropes. Trudeau needs 6 support that are influential in 25 parliamentary seats. Is this the reason why he's sucking up to them in this rather bizarre, opportunistic political gamesmanship, viewers? Let's open this up.
All right, gang, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Was that an interesting editorial? Do you think that Canada's harboring terrorists? What are your thoughts? I want to hear them in the comments. My name's Aaron, Canadian Looney. Please like, subscribe, share, get notified. We do live shows every day. Come and check out one of those. We've got a very fun community, a great chat room. We have a great time there. Anyhow, thank you for watching this video. My goodness, what a state Trudeau is putting Canada in. My. Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Oh, yeah.